Hello and welcome to the show. We have a great show for you this evening, so sit back and relax. And as always, you want to take a minute or so to get that pencil and paper together so you can take notes on what's going on, because again, everything that is shared here on PCC Outreach is no secret. We want to make sure that the whole community understands and knows what's going on at that place out there we call Pitt Community College. So for you, as recruiters for Pitt Community College, everyone that watches the show, of course, make sure that you get this information out to anyone that will listen to the sound of your voice. And as always, any of you that are interested in Pitt Community College, you know all you have to do is step out on that campus and y'all either just call out there 493-7200 and ask for any department you want to. You can ask for registration. You can say, I just left college and I want to attend Pitt Community College, or I've been out of school for a while, I want to attend Pitt Community College. Whatever statement you can make out there, there's going to be someone out there to help you. We just need for you to make that move, get yourself prepared to come to Pitt Community College, because I'll say this at the top of the show and I'll say it again at the end of the show. There is that one seat out there that we cannot fill. I've had the president here on the show. He told me I cannot fill that seat until you come. Your name is on that seat and we cannot do anything with it regardless of how many people, students come out there to Pitt Community College. We can't give away your seat till you get there. So prepare yourself and come and get your seat. So with that, we have a guest in the studio today, and he's looking at me like he's going to get a chance to talk, and I think I'm going to give him a little time. So, but we want to welcome Ms. Jasmin Spain.
How you doing, Ernest?
Okay, Jasmin, tell us a little bit about you and what you do at Pitt Community College.
All right, thank you. I'm the Assistant Vice President of Student Development and Community Standards at Pitt Community College. My primary responsibilities are retention-related initiatives. I oversee the Student Code of Conduct policy, co-chair with the Threat Assessment Team, Case Management Team, oversee two mentoring programs, one called the Bruisers Crew Peer Mentoring Program, which is a mentoring program that pairs upperclassmen with first-year freshman students to put them on a path of success. But I also oversee the Minority Male Success Initiative program entitled the Next Level Organization, which is for our African American male students for their progress and their success in higher education.
Okay. Now I'm not to interrupt you here, but you're talking about some initiative. When we're talking about some of the initiatives that you're talking about, is to help students to stay in school.
Correct.
You know, I mean, I'm sitting here and I'm telling people I need you to come,
Correct.
but once you get there, I need for you to be successful. You know,
Correct.
and it's all about success. And it sounds like these programs does that.
Yes,
what
sir.
you're talking about. But now, since you've opened a can of worms on what you do and all you do, tell us a little bit about, I guess, how to get connected with the program, and how would you go about telling someone that stepped on campus about these programs, how to get, I need to get connected. I need to be with an upperclassman. I need a minority male mentoring program, and tell us a little bit more about it.
Let's jump into the Minority Male Success Initiative program that we have. We know it's a national crisis, not that black males are not going to college. The issue is that they're not staying and they're not graduating. So our goal is to create a program and an atmosphere and an environment that's welcoming, to let them know that they have support, but also to challenge them to be better. So the goal with our Next Level Minority Male Success Initiative is to make sure that they understand that regardless of where they come from, there's somebody there to assist them, to help them be successful. Our retention rate for our minority males, just at any other institution, are below average. And we have to do everything possible to make them successful. Today's citizens are looking for our minority males to step up to the plate, but we have to also provide them with the support to help them get to where they need to be, to have a seat at the table, to have an impact, not only in their communities, but in the nation altogether. Yes, sir.
Now, I know that you also, you're just not talking about someone that's out there and they decide that they want to come to college and this program is there. You guys have some initiatives going on with the high school with all this that you've been doing for several years.
Yes, sir. Probably from its inception back in 2006, 2007, which you were a part of,
Right.
the College Bound Here We Come initiative, which is an annual program which we bring in students from all the 6 public schools, from North Pitt, Aden, Grifton, DeRose, DeConley, from South Central over to I'm missing one. So many.
You
North
said
Pitt.
South Central, North Pitt,
Yes,
you
yes,
got
sir. Yes, sir.
you got the BOGO, man, anyway, Farmville.
Farmville Central. That's that, exactly. But we have this program in which we bring them to college to give them an idea of what college life is like, the programs that we have to offer, and what they can look forward to when they come to Pitt Community College the following year. So what we did also is that we took a look about 4 years ago as to those young men that were coming to college bound, but weren't really getting connected to our next level program when they arrived at PCC. So what we did was we took our male mentoring program at the college and implemented it into each one of those 6 high schools. So we work with those juniors and seniors identified by the counselors. Our program is called the Upper Echelon Program. So that monthly when we meet with them, we address some of the issues and some of the challenges and some of the successes that they encounter that we used to do with College Bound. We just go through those things every year. So when they come to College Bound in April or May, it's more of a celebration. So this upcoming year, which on December the 18th, we're going to do a little bit more intensive, more intrusive, more strategic in ways that we haven't done in the past. So we'll still have our College Bound program. However, we just had Gear Up, and so Gear Up tends to kind of overlap on some of the things that we do with College Bound. However, College Bound is specifically for our minority male population.
Right.
So what we'll have on December 18th is our inaugural main summit, which stands for Males Addressing Issues and Needs, which will be co-hosted by Pitt Community College, the Main Initiative LLC, Masterminds at Work, in our next level program as well.
Right.
So on this day, we'll have keynote speakers, concurrent workshops that day. We'll also have some vendors. Our hope is to work with a number of different organizations that will provide free haircuts for these young men, a tie-tying session, bow-tying session, because I myself don't know how to tie a bow tie, so I'll learn something as well. Some college recruitment, as well as also just connecting them with community resources. So we'll have some community partners that will be there that day to help chaperone some of the students. But our goal also that day is we'll host a session for the counselors from the public schools on Black men and PTSD. So that'll be a separate session that's going on while these young men are in their particular in their concurrent workshops.
Now I know on this also you have there are other people that are sponsors with this also.
Yes, sir.
And who are those? Some of those, if you don't mind sharing that with us.
Yes, Cornerstone Missionary Baptist Church, the Thomas Leadership and Mentoring Academy out of Durham, North Carolina, Wordlow Educational Policy Consulting Agency, Charity McGruder from Prince George County in Maryland, Custom Creations, as well as the Office of the Governor. The governor's reached out and wanted to help support. Mr. Michael Leach, who is over public engagement with the governor's office, Queen Moore Incorporated, as well as Chosen Audacity LLC, operating out of Wendell, North Carolina.
Now, if someone wanted to get involved with this as sponsors or whatever, because it sounds like you got some great sponsors there, what would they do and how would they contact you to do
They can contact me directly. My email is jlspain@email.pittcc.edu, or they can contact me by phone, 252-493-7769. I also have a co-chair for this committee, for this actual event. His name is Stephen McGee. He can be contacted at smcgee@email.pittcc.edu as well.
Now, what would you say to parents or someone who's trying to reach out? They're listening to the show right now, and it's the first time they're hearing about this.
Right,
And hey, it's always great to hear about this. But the biggest thing is not even you're advertising for people to come, but how did they actually? What triggers someone?
Yes.
What triggers someone to actually come to this event where they can benefit? What would you say to parents out there right now who just hearing about the program, or there are some kids maybe watching, or how would they get connected to this? How do they get to you to get to this program?
Yes, sir. Good question, Ernest. Originally, this event was scheduled to be in October. Well, there were some changes that needed to be made, which originally it was for minority men, minority college students, as well as minority males in our high school program. After some consultation, we decided that older men have a network that can help hold them accountable, as well as college students. College students have programs like our Next Level program or minority male programs, fraternities that are on their particular campuses. But we know our high school men don't really have too many of us in there to interact with them. So our primary focus is our high school minority males, seniors that will be graduating. How they can get connected is to contact their counselor to be a part of our upper echelon program, because our upper echelon program students are those that have been identified that will be in attendance. So we're looking at about, on this day, roughly 120, 130 students who will be a part of that day.
Okay, so now these are students that have already pretty much signed up. Yeah, I've been identified but signed up, but they're committed to coming.
Yes, sir. They've been identified, but working with the counselors, there may be some young men who may not be able to attend for whatever reason. So we've told them that at least you bring 20, 25 students from each school. That is our goal. So that is the expectation that we have.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So
because I know that, even though you set a goal, and I understand you have to do that.
Yes, sir.
don't get me wrong.
Yes,
but
sir.
I know that there's so many that need this information.
Yes, sir.
And so we're appealing to the community. Those of you who have family members or whatever in school, or and they need programs like this. We're asking you again. Doesn't matter who you are, but we know there are all of us that have people in our family that can benefit from these programs. So we want you to help us get the word out about what's going on. Have you talked to a young male about the program that's in school, that you have concerns about, or whatever, whether it doesn't matter what kin they are to you, it's family, or it may be a friend next door. It may be a friend in church, wherever, people at work, they're talking about their kids might be getting in trouble, they have things going on. We hear this every day and all day. And this is what these programs are about, to kind of start them on that straight path.
Yes,
if we can get them there. Always gonna be some little crooked things there sometimes that, but we're trying to get them on that straight path. And that's what we want you to do to help us with this. So give us a little bit more about the summit, the time the summit, and how they can get up with you. And again, how can they just connect with someone to get them there?
Right, and I failed to mention this originally when we were talking about getting connected with the program. One thing we're going to do is we're going to ask the counselors to identify these students in the spring semester of the junior year. Because what happens is that the beginning of their senior year, we contact the counselors and ask them to identify the students, which could take a significant amount of time, originally within that first initial month. So what we want to do is have those students identified in the spring semester of their junior year. Right. So what I recommend is for those parents, those pastors, those grandparents, those mentors, to go ahead and let those young men know in their junior year to get up with their counselor so they can become a part of the program for the upcoming year, to be proactive about it. In regards to the summit, our keynote speaker for that day is going to be Mr. Stephen McGee. He's going to step out that day and be the keynote speaker. We have concurrent workshops from folks, Dr. DeJuan Langley from the Pilot Foundation out of Durham, North Carolina, Hyro McMillan from Durham Tech Community College. We have Joshua Burney of Spoken Solutions here in town. We have a number of different presenters and speakers for that particular day. The Black Male and PTSD workshop is going to be conducted by Mr. Warren Moore and Mr. Kenneth Joyner, who are both licensed clinical social workers who are going to address that topic.
Right. So, what we want to make sure that we do, we want to make sure that you get out there, you get the people out there that need to be there. So before we go, because time is winding down, but give us again the date, the time, and if someone wants to find out more about it today, how can they get up with Jasmin Spain? And we're running your information across the bottom of the screen.
Yes, sir.
But put it out there because we need people to make this contact.
Yes, sir. December the 18th, Monday, December the 18th, from 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock p.m. The Go-Ed Student Center, as well as the new Williams Science Building. If you need to make contact with me, you can contact me, 493-7769, JSpain at email.pcc.edu. Main Initiative, AMAINITIATIVE on Twitter if you need me. Or, just as you mentioned in the beginning, if you need any help coming to Pitt Community College, somebody will be there to help you. Just ask for Mr. Spain, and I'll be there to take care of you.
Well, Mr. Spain, we certainly appreciate you coming by, talking to us about these initiatives, the Minority Male Program, and you know, and people getting connected to that college. And we're going to continue to let people know about these great things that are going on out there.
Yes, sir.
And again, it's not just about going to the college, but it's also about retention.
Yes, sir.
Being at the college. So and so we would definitely want to thank you for one of the great jobs that you're doing out there at Pitt Community College. So many great things are going on. So again, you got your pencil, you got your paper, you wrote all this stuff down. So we want to make sure that you get the kids in contact. If you're a parent and you need the information, or if you're a friend and you need the information, to give it to somebody.
Right.
I don't care how you get it, and I don't care how you get it to them. Get information to people who need this information. So, Ms. Spain, real quick, I just want you to look at the audience and let them know that you're going to come back and talk to us again real soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just let them go.
Yeah,
I
will be back. I'll be back on the show.
Okay, sound like you're mumbling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I will be back.
Again,
Yes,
thanks
sir.
for coming, and to you, again, go out there, recruit for Pitt Community College, because it's a great place for them to be. You know, you all are my deputies out there, and so thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next week with a brand new show.